Guys, I have no clue what the heck just happened. Wow. Um, okay. Um, hmm. Well, that was interesting because I've been watching over here uh, on the laptop and I've had video. This is wild. Um, okay. So we just missed the whole we just missed the last 20 minutes. Holy crap. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have no clue what happened. Um, the streaming app that I use on my phone, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can't use the actual YouTube app on my phone to live stream, which is BS. Um, I mean, I understand why they did it, but anyhow, so okay, well, I'm glad y'all stuck here through the chat. I've just been going down. Okay, wow. All right. Okay, kicked it to a new stream. Have an 18-minute separate live. Wow. Okay. I wonder if there's any video on that. So, I guess this will be the part B. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'll just take a swig of Pepsi here and start all over again. Okay. Um, so basically, thank you guys. I appreciate that. It's weird that it's the same chat though, because you know, because I can see on the laptop here, I could see the video the whole time, and I could watch the chat, but yeah, I don't know what all happened exactly. And just now, I went through I guess one of the really cool parts of what I had planned today, which was picking the lock and taking it off the front door of the shop. Weird. Okay. One of you guys that always shows up here to my live stream and stuff, maybe Night Owl or Jason, one of you guys, I'm gonna need to send you like my actual cell phone number. That way you can text me and it'll pop through if something like this happens. You can say, hey, restart your stream, we're not seeing anything. Because everything showed up as being out here. So, yeah, okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's here. I'll restart. Today, what I was gonna go over is the What the F series Schlage lock. I'll get into that here in a second. As you can see, this is not on the door. I actually just took it off the door. Again, I don't know if that's in video somewhere or not, but I'll pick it again. It wasn't that difficult to pick. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for A, sticking around in the chat, B, showing up here when it's live. I see a few other people. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back through and read the chat there. Hey Fred, hey Daz, Night Owl, Jason, Ronald. Let's see, Tyler. Tyler could see and hear. Okay, nah, that was after I restarted it. Rune, I know he's around. Starry Lock, hope you're still here. But anyhow, yeah, lives are a whole different ball game. That's why the only reason why I really, like jump and strive to go to get to 1,000 subscribers is simply so that I can use the YouTube app from my phone to do lives. I don't have all the fancy schmancy set up with the computer. Again, this computer that I have now is just a loaner, so it could go back at any time. So really all I have is just my iPhone, which, do let me know about the audio and video quality, because I did just last weekend upgrade to the iPhone 11, so I'm hoping that the audio and video will be a little bit clearer and, kind of do a little bit better. It was time for an upgrade. I had the 7 for 4 years now. The case on this iPhone that I got, it's a life-proof case. I don't like it because it's not the classic life-proof where it completely seals the phone and waterproofs it. And also the big thing on here is it does not have the built-in screen protector, nor does it have a protector for the camera lenses on the back of it, which, the way my phone gets moved around in the car and in my pocket and such as that on the bench here, it could really scratch up the lenses. So I ordered a life-proof free case, which I got it on eBay. I'm not sure if it's genuine because it only costs $20, and shipping from Shenzhen, China. I should expect it anywhere between Valentine's Day and March 27th. So for those couple days, I'm just gonna be, sitting here waiting. But anyway, let's see. Okay. I haven't done much lately. I was sick a couple weeks ago. I actually missed a few days of work, which that's really unusual for me. I don't call in sick unless if I just can't function, and I couldn't function. I had a really bad head cold. Didn't watch any videos, didn't get on chat. I was barely able to get out of bed for a couple days, but I'm better now, other than just a little residual congestion. And having high blood pressure kind of limits you on what you can take as far as decongestant, so I'm not able to take any of the really good stuff like I used to. But anyway, this morning, kind of what I was talking about when I thought I was live before, and I think I may know what the trick may be. I signed in to start the video on this app right at 10 as an upcoming event, and I think that has something to do with it. But anyway, I don't know. I'll play with it. Jason, your boss would be mad at you if she actually heard you calling in. Of course, I don't know. You might be able to get away with it this weekend. That'd be an awesome trip. I've always wanted to visit New York City just to see the buildings. I think you posted on Twitter the other day that, going to New York, you could see the actual tall buildings. Right down the road here in Charlotte, we've got some pretty tall buildings, but nothing close to what they've got up there in New York. Yeah, Fred, I'm in areas where I have random people from the public walk in. I'm sort of in a stationary assignment right now, so people will walk in, general public, and yeah, you just pick up everything there. I go through about a gallon of hand sanitizer a day, almost, or at least that's what it seems like. But anyway, so this morning, y'all, I got up early. I switched to day shift about 2 years ago, and I love it. And on my days off, I wake up earlier. Like this morning, I got up about 6 and went to the store. Got up, got dressed, and all that stuff. Went up here to the grocery store to get stuff for later today, and came back. Brought breakfast with me. Came out here to the shop, start setting up, and I was going to sit down and eat breakfast here in the shop, and then start getting stuff set up. And I sat down in the chair. I don't know. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Right where I've got this duct tape. This duct tape was not here this morning. If it was, it would have saved me a lot of trouble. Because I sat down and I just hit my hand on, the armrest of this chair and had a pretty good sized splinter go straight in my hand. There you guys can see. And it was in there deep. It did not want to pull out. Kind of went in this direction. So I had to do some shop surgery, trusty razor knife, and showed this earlier. If y'all can see that, that's about half to almost 2/3 of the splinter that was in my hand. And it was in my right hand, and I'm right-handed, so doing surgery left-handed in the shop first thing in the morning is not fun at all. But I got it, and it wasn't horribly deep, so I didn't really bleed a whole lot. Didn't bleed all over the place, so anyway, let's see. Yeah, piercing needles. I don't have any of those. I just cut with the razor blade. I have like 10 years experience, roughly, actually a little bit more than 10 years working in emergency medicine. So I'm pretty comfortable with doing stuff like that. But anyway, let me grab my charger cable to come around and plug in here, just so I don't wind up with a dead battery. I mean, it's a brand new phone, so I know that the battery lasts a lot longer than my old phone. That was really the only thing wrong with it. My old one, that is. But just to be on the safe side, we'll see if that, I hope this wire didn't get in the way, charging wire. So anyway, night owl. I have like a really, really high pain tolerance. I got stitches here in my lip, actually upper and lower lip, probably 5-6 years ago now, and actually just over 6 years ago. And I took an ibuprofen the next day. The night when I had the stitches put in, it was a total of, I think, 8 or 9 stitches. Had them put in, and didn't get any pain medicine at all. Just a little bit of lidocaine around to numb the nerves, and that was it. So I'm really lucky to have that high pain tolerance. But anyway, let's get to what the F series we are talking about today. Posted this on Log Chat the other day, just because I didn't quite know how to feel about it. My best friend, we worked together long time ago in 911. He has since branched out, has his own very successful business, travels all over the country all the time, and his office is based nearby. He lives fairly close by, and anyway, I went by his office a few nights ago to pick something up from there, and he had started this project. And my best friend and I are, a lot alike. Whenever we start a project, we wind up, just starting it, thinking it's going to be simple, and then somehow or another we just turn it into something way more complex than what it needs to be. Normally, because we don't know a trick or something to make it way easier. And that night, that's exactly what my best friend had done. He was going to replace the F-Series knob in the door, his interior door of his office. He wanted to have an audit trail, so he bought one of the Schlage electronic keypad deadbolts that you can also control through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, I believe. Plus, he has cameras and stuff set up inside. His business, normally his inventory is worth a pretty good penny. So he wanted to have some audit trail capabilities. Now, a while back, he helped me out with some stuff, and essentially what I promised him, in addition to repaying him for his kindness, was that anything lock related I would help with, do everything I could to my abilities, pretty much forever. And I basically free lock work for life for him and his family, because I like his family too. Anyway, so the other night he was installing this, and I tried to help, but he's sort of one track minded. So anyway, he's taking the old knob off, and of course I asked him if I can throw it away, and he says, sure, you can have it. So I wind up with this F-Series. And around my office, for my work, my agency that I work for, I won't go into the details publicly, we're unique, and we actually changed headquarter locations a few years ago. And in the building we acquired, there were a ton of F-Series locks. That's all there is throughout the interior. I hate them. I really do. Just for the simple fact that when you need to rekey one and you don't have all the little special springs and the caps, you have to gut them very carefully, which we're going to do today. But you have to be very careful about it, and just kind of work your way through things to rekey it. So originally I had this installed on the front door of the shop. If that part of the live video still exists somewhere, which I'll go back to look and see if it does. Hey Anthony, appreciate you stopping by. You didn't really miss a whole lot the first 20 minutes, or in limbo somewhere, YouTube. Anyhow, so anyway, now I had this mounted over here on the front door of the shop, picked it, took it off, and brought it over here to the bench. We're gonna rekey it, take a look at what's going on inside of it. So anyway, let me get the camera repositioned here. I'm gonna try, since the iPhone 11 has this ultra wide camera lens on it. I really wanted the Pro, the 11 Pro, but I didn't have that kind of money to put down on, a phone. I mean, who does have $300 laying around? I don't. Anyway, so I won't have this. I'm not gonna go back and put this back on the door and pick it again and all that stuff. But basically, it's mounted like this. There we go. You can see that's how it is on the door. You got a thumb turn inside. Always able to exit from the inside, and then locked on the outside. Let's see. Yeah, Tyler, I've set it to record comments in my lives, so anyway, yeah, they should be all recorded. Anyway, so since this was on the door earlier, I pick it again. Wasn't that big of a deal to pick. For you lock sporters watching this, I've found that just using really light tension on these is best. You guys who watched me pick other locks before, I kind of like to go all LPL on the tensioning, but on the Schlage F series, lighter is better. I've had more success with it. And I have no idea what this is keyed to now. Because, my best friend even turned down my offer to key a light, to go and key his new lock alike to his old one. His answer was, I don't need it. I'll never use the key because the mechanism will never break. Well, I told him that when it does break and he does not have the key, he knows my number, and I will come and unlock it. There we go. All right, unlocked. So now comes the fun part of taking the cylinder out and taking it apart. Let me look at the comments. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All right, Tyler. I'll I'll try that. Very cool. I'll go back and try that. Didn't know that about F series. But I mean, still, they're not that horrible of a pick anyway. Just because you can't. I mean, you can only do so much, but you can't put any security pins in here, obviously. So yeah, there's the guts. People like Tyler, Jason, Night Owl, they could all give a whole lot better, you know, give a lot better demonstration on the F series and how they're put together and how they work, etc. But I'm just going to do a basic and take the cylinder out, which it has that little compressed spring in there. Let me see if I can get my... There we go. Close in. And you can see the top of the spring cap. Have to push that down to push the cylinder out of the knob. And then you've got this lovely little, lovely little spring cap that's compressible. The Bible is not full height. If you're used to a regular Schlage style cylinder, key and knob cylinder, the Bible is normally this tall, and then a cap on it. These Tyler, these aren't beauties. They're beautiful if I just won't go any further. Anyway, all right, so there is a retaining clip. Schlage, when they made these, did not intend for mere mortals to disassemble it and rekey it this way. What they wanted you to do is take off this cap, remove the springs, top pins, and the bottom pins to rekey it, and then replace this top cap with a new one, which, would generate regular income for them, because you'd always have to order new spring caps. But we'll just do it this way. I use a shim to go in along there, and then a follower, and just pull it out carefully like that. So pretty cool. I'm gonna dump these out over here. Actually, I'll show you right here. This is what we had. Not too long, not too much variation in the length. And then let's go and get our pinning kit. There we go. I do like this wide angle camera on the iPhone 11. All right, here are the keys. Two that I pulled off the wall at random. 25244. So we'll go Schlage 195. Two. And 5 is 240. And then 4 is 225. 225. And 225. All right, check that. Everything looks good. Slide it back in here. Works good. And we'll put our little C-clip back on. Check it again. Works great. And then you would simply put it back in here. There is, inside of here, there is a cutout up top. So you would compress the cylinder, or compress the cap on the cylinder, slide it in, and then align it. There we go. Okay, slide that. I always hate putting these back together, honestly. Because I've rekeyed a couple at the office, and they're just pains. There we go. All right. Locked back in. And it's free to turn. Locked. And it's locked. All right. So that's about it. They're not too hard. Just if you don't have the little caps for the springs, Bible cap in there, you can take them apart, put them back together without any damage. Just as long as you use a shim and a good follower, and just be careful when you work it out. It works. This is just going to be a spare to sit up here in the shelf, just until one of the F series at the office breaks, in which case they will call me and have me come in there and replace it, which I will happily do as long as I'm getting paid for it. Anyway, let me get everything. Let me switch this camera around again. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, you can see over there is where I did have this lock on the door earlier. Actually, that was one of the things I came out here early this morning to do. If I can quit dropping everything. There we go. Let's see. Let's switch back here. All right, there we go. Bring it down just a little bit. So, let me look over the comments real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Night Owl, I've got that secure key cylinder. Hang on a second. Let me see. Yeah. Here it is. That right there. And number 3 is stuck. These are the key. This is the key for it. Just regular SC1. I don't believe that's your reset key. I will get this in the mail to you at some point. Don't know exactly when that's going to be, but I have it set aside with your name on it. So, Night Owl, I will send it up to you to get to you, and so you can play with it, add it to your collection. Let's see. Let's look here. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't that. These F series aren't that difficult to take apart. You don't have to have that little cap on the top. You know, and they rekey just like any other Schlage, regular Schlage. So, you know, we'll see. Black Dolphin, thanks for joining in. I'm actually getting ready to wrap things up here in a little bit. Audio and video's only been going for about 40 minutes, but I use, first 20 minutes were, lost, apparently. I think they might still be there. I'm going to have to go back and look. Let's see. Yeah, Zephyr. I retweeted that little video clip of somebody using a hot glue stick to extract a broken key, and I issued a challenge to Lock Force members, asking who's going to try that first. I doubt that it'll work. I believe that can be, I don't know, because we've not tried it. Not any of us have tried it, but I believe the glue stick method of key extraction will be akin to using a tennis ball to unlock a vehicle lock. Yes, I have a coworker who firmly believes that you can use a tennis ball to unlock a car. Even the Mythbusters disproved that. I'm just going to leave that there. It's just going to make me mad thinking about it. Rune, the A series, I've got a video, thought I had a video a long time ago posted. This was the first A series lock that I got. They actually had me take this off of a door at the office. It was a downstairs storage area. Nobody had the key for it. They wanted it replaced. So they bought one of the Lowe's Big Blue store, hardware store. Anyway, they bought one of their economy brand commercial ones, which is the Tell brand. Jason's got a video from a while back on that. Not the greatest, not like Gatehouse, which is really, really cheap. But anyway, so I kept this. I did a teardown of it. I may do a teardown. I've got another one sitting up here. Yeah, this one. This is the one Jason sent me a long time ago in that box of stuff well over a year ago. And it had a broken key lodged in the cylinder, and it couldn't turn, and you couldn't take it apart the regular way, so I had to go in through this way, disassemble all of this, break it down to here, and then sort of work the key out from the inside out. It's pretty fun, actually. I wish I had done a video on it. I really, really do, because that was actually a really fun thing to do. Let's see. Let me look at the comments here. Yeah, Black Dolphin, that's the plan, is to become a locksmith. Law enforcement is still in my blood. It's always been in my blood and always will be. But at some point, you realize you need to make a career change, and I'm sort of at that point. And locks are pretty cool, and you can make a decent living at working on them, especially in this area. So yeah, that's sort of the plan. And then let's see here. Yeah, the A series, Schlage A series. I may do another teardown of it. I don't know. Jason might do a teardown video of it at some point again. It's been a while since he's done one. I know he was updating a bunch of his videos. So, let's see. All right. Well, it is 11 a.m. my time, and I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm going to put the regular, yes, it's a gatehouse. I got to put the gatehouse knob back on the front door of the shop. I did put that Hyper Tough double cylinder deadbolt on there, and I made a video of it. I just haven't uploaded it yet because it's about 20-ish, 23 minutes or so. It takes me a while to upload it with my Wi-Fi and internet situation. So I'll have to, basically I just have to sit down, tell my phone not to lock for 30 minutes or so, and upload the video to YouTube that way. Kind of sucks, but anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That way I've got a little bit of time to get a snack, get situated, wait for Jason's video to come on. Jason will be live. If you've not seen his channel, which I'm pretty sure everybody here has, he'll be live in about an hour. So, anyway, we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. One final check of the comments. Let's see. Yeah, Jason, I mean, that would be a good, actually, that would be a good challenge. Little giveaway challenge. Tell people with the A series, tear it down completely, put it back completely, and see what the time is. Just an idea. Just an idea. Let's see. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bow out of here. I did have a little more interesting stuff when the lock was on the door out here. But anyway, oh well, that'll be something for next time. This year I've decided that probably I'm going to stick to doing videos around this time. Well, 10 a.m. my time, which is GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, UTC, Universal Time Coordinated, whatever, -5, and around that time, so that'd be 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and anyway, it's just easier for me to do, and yeah, so I think that's going to be about it. So anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in. Thanks everybody for sticking around, watching all my videos, commenting, all the great helpful tips and everything. Appreciate it. So anyway, yeah, let's get out of here. Hang out, chill out, rest up, get your snacks ready for SE Lock and Keys live. What is it? The third Saturday, third live of the year already. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend here in the U.S. A lot of us have a 3-day weekend. I do, sort of. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Be safe, stay out of trouble, and we'll see you next time. Now if I can end this thing. There we go.